So, Zach, this case turned into a multiple homicide.
What kind of motives turn a criminal into a serial killer?
You didn't see that.
Is it hedonistic? Ritualistic? Copycat crime? Sex-related? Cannibalistic? From the Bureau's statistics. These interesting ideas don't always really explain the real motive. They're just words. Phrases that the media uses to scare citizens. The spotlight falls on a mere 1% of all cases. Only the weird ones.
You understand all this, right, Zach? No matter how bizarre a crime may appear to be, at the root, there is always rage and personal interest. Right, Zach?
Most people simply don't kill for pleasure. But that kind of common sense never applies to our investigations. Maybe we're lucky. Or unlucky, depending on how you look at it. We end up working on those cases in that 1%.
Do you remember, Zach, the first case we handled just after becoming a special agent?
Now let's talk about this another time. I don't feel like it right now.
Oh, weird. Was that line in ellipses in the subtitles? Oh, yeah, sex cannibals. Damn it. Stop sending me out the sexy girl and send out Cannibal Man. That dichotomy really didn't work the way I thought it might. Son of a... I don't know the rules here. All I know is that the other one shows up sometimes. Maybe it re-randomizes every hour or something. I think I've gotten both of them the same day. Maybe he's out in the afternoon. I don't know. All I know is that out by the junkyard... Okay, I actually can't see where I'm going right now. The junkyard appears to have both Polly and Lysander ready for me. Yes. And then at the milk barn, I should be able to do the next part-time job thing. Yes. I guess the logical order here is to do Lysander first, because he'll probably just tell me to go find something in the junkyard, and then after that I can go find Polly, who is on the way out.
Do you remember? How many years ago was it now? That multiple homicide of young girls in that college town in Illinois. All the victims were cut open from the throat to the crotch. Ripped right open. During the autopsy, a second stomach was found inside the first victim's body. Of course, she didn't naturally grow a second stomach. One of the stomachs belonged to someone else. As more victims piled up, there was one with 2 hearts, one with 2 livers, 4 lungs. Different organs each time.
Of course, those extra organs didn't do the girls much good. Right, Zach?
And they say too much is never enough. In the end, we arrested a professor at the med school. They found the body of his daughter dead and the missing organs at his house. Do you remember what he said when we took him in? I was ordered to restore those deformed bodies back to normal. And remember who he said ordered him? An alien. Well, of course, we couldn't arrest an alien, so we arrested the professor instead. Serial killers can't be caught by logic and common sense. I learned this the hard way. That first case taught me that. Since then, these cases just keep getting more and more complicated. It's a tough job. I thought getting experience while I was young would make the job easier.
That was your first case? It's a hell of a starting point. Your first case was a copycat killer after Invader Zim. The best episode ever.
Zach, is there something here that you want to check out?
According to Lily, the twins should be with Kaysen. Perhaps we should try going to where she told us they might be.
What a healthy little boy. And such plentiful organs. Top 2 lines that stick with me for some reason. Well, this one, the one for obvious reason, and one for less obvious reason in Invader Zim's run is, I got chocolate bubblegum! And such plentiful organs. I love that. I love how that's just built with so much there's so much implication to unpack from just hearing that quote without knowing about it. Like, such plentiful organs. Jeez. Ah, there you are. Came at a good time, son.
You have potential, soldier. I want you to take a look around J10. I'll need high gear parts. They should be around there somewhere. If you can find them and bring them back to me, I'll be able to increase the top speed of your vehicle.
Now that sounds like a plan.
It's a fail-proof plan, soldier. You must learn to trust your superiors.
Around J10, then.
Your orders are clear. Now roll out.
Oh, yeah. J10. It's a fail-proof plan. I thought it was supposed to be foolproof, not fail-proof, but okay. But also, I concede the fail in this fail-proof plan. The fail is that you're making my car faster without making it have better handling. There's obvious downsides to that, because my car already handles like garbage, and you're gonna make it even faster. It's gonna be like a rocket. It's like, it's great if we're trying to set like speed records in that freaking salt flats where they do the supercars and everything, where the ones that break themselves basically when they're going. But I have to try to navigate your mountain roads to get to the Cason and the Isaacs. Cason and the Isaacs sounds like a band. Wait, what? Oh wait, no, that was J10. I started thinking F10 for some reason. I don't really have an explanation for that one. I was just being dumb. Oh, I should do the part-time job thing next, probably, because otherwise I'll have to drive all the way back. Because it's like right around the corner. Whereas Sigourney will take me all the way to her house. I don't want to track her down, though, again, though. What if she leaves? What do you want again? Have you found what we need? Oh yes, the Panda Bear card. I don't know why this map's staying in my inventory. I've already been there.
This is it. This will save your life someday, son.
I don't think he can
What's
hold
the
that in
story
one
this
hand.
time?
Speed determines everything on the battlefield, life or death.
You're not going to tell me another story about stomach pains, are you?
Son, I told you already, don't muck your superiors. It's a very serious story this time. It starts with a question. Why did we lose the battle? We had firepower and the air support in the beginning. But looking at the results of a war of attrition, we learned a lesson. We lacked speed when speed was needed. It was our superiors' fault. We should have carried out a swifter attack. That would have saved more of our soldiers. Although crybaby Timothy was doomed either way.
You really hated that sergeant, didn't you?
Don't talk to me with that tone, boy. Words cannot describe how much I hated him. I was at war with a crybaby. No one has enough lives to survive that. He poisoned us with our own food, washed all our weapons with soap and water, launched a signal flare thinking it was a firework, set off countless traps laid by the enemy. More than half of the unit had to return home sick because of him.
I don't know how much of this to believe.
Believe as much as you like. I'll keep my side of the promise and get to work on your vehicle.
Really sounds like he should have been trained?
Well, if he hates that sergeant so much, why does he keep talking about him? And would a general really even have direct contact with a sergeant? Questions keep mounting.
Like, all these problems just indicate that he wasn't
I've
trained.
increased your exhaust and optimized your higher gears. That means you can drive at a faster top speed. But there's still plenty of stuff I can do to make your car go faster. Just come see me again and I'll customize your car a little more.
Can you give me the thing where it turns faster? Please? That would just really come in handy. As if I could rotate the car. Rotate your car. I might need to drive this over to Sigourney. Like the way the quest works is that you get in your car, so I think I need to go park by her so that it knows that my car is here, maybe? Otherwise I might freak out. There you are.
Hey, Sigourney.
I'm glad you're here. My pot, it's getting cold. Please, let's get going.
Okay, no problem. By the way, what's in the pot?
Does that really matter? Now let's get going. Hurry!
Once we get her home, Zach, let's ask her again.
Now, get the car going. My house is over by the lake. 3, 2, 1, go!
Ah, go! That's it, right? What's the fastest way to get there from here? I don't know.
This is not good. It's losing more and more of its warmth. At this rate, my pot is going to get cold. Hurry! Hurry! Step on it! Why do you have to drive so safely? Can't you see my pot is getting cold? Why aren't we there yet? Could you step on it? If we go this slow, my pot is going to get cold.
We're driving 80 miles per hour.
Why aren't we there yet? Could you step on it? If we go this slow, my pot is going to get cold.
She's definitely just actively requesting that I just violate road laws and risk people's lives.
Why aren't we there yet? Could you step on it? If we go this slow, my pot is going to get cold.
This is where I picked her up last time, so I'm pretty close. Ish. Excuse me.
Why aren't we there yet?
Okay, stop.
Could you step on it? If we go this slow, my pot is going to get cold.
She just keeps saying that. They can write more dialogue for her, or give me a time limit, or a pot meter, or something.
Why aren't we there yet? Could you step on it? If we go this slow, my pot is going to get cold.
I'm guessing there's no real time limit. Because she, like, seemingly walks to the middle of nowhere, and also she sits there idly for, like, days at a time until it's time for me to pick her up.
Step on it. If we go this slow, my pot is going to get cold. Oh, thanks to you, my pot is still warm.
So tell me, Sigourney, just what is in the pot?
You really want to know, don't you?
Yes, very much.
Well, I'm sorry. I can't tell you. The pot has to make that decision, not me.
Okay. Then I need to get to know the pot better first, right?
That's right. In life, you can't skip steps. You have to take one step at a time and take the proper steps. For all actions, there is a reaction. If you ask the pot will answer. It's that simple.
There's truth to what you say.
Yes, the pot is full of truth. If you want to meet the person you are searching for, you have to ask the pot. Listen carefully. The more steps it takes to cook a stew, the better it tastes when it's cooked.
Hey, card.
Oh my! My pot is getting cold again! Did you have to talk so long? Oh.
Goodbye. Somebody's got some issues to work out. It's like, I really love the detail that that's where her shoe is. So that upgrade did not make my car any faster. It's definitely still just 80, which is what it already was. Maybe he's upgrading the generic police cruisers and not my one I bought from him. Honestly, it's not really a surprise. The rules are just whatever they want them to be. But yeah, of all the things she does, there's a lot of things to be worried about. But the number one thing is that fills me with anxiety that she does is that she does that little like finger gesture she does where she puts the one finger up and she tilts the pot at like a 45-degree angle, and I'm like, it doesn't have anything in it. How is it not tipping and spilling everything out? I'm so concerned right now. Please don't do that.
There was another really bad one around this time of year. 3 years ago. Remember, Sam?
Yes, that's right. That one. Multiple homicide, same MO, across Utah, Colorado, and Missouri. The victims were all average married housewives. But after being run over so many times by a car, they didn't look human. 5 victims in 2 months in the 3 states. The way he killed them was always the same. But aside from that, there was nothing that linked the victims together. Well, they were all married. But age, race, nothing else matched up. Tire marks and fragments of paint ID'd the car that was used. That's where things got really tricky. The perpetrator used a 1993 model Cadillac Alante as a weapon. It was registered in the name of one Senator... No, I don't feel like talking about this anymore. That senator's basement. I wish I could forget what I saw there.
But you can't. You never will. That conversation perfectly bridged me back to where I was going, which is amazing, because it's not even a story mission. I'm always interested in the art of, like, GTA and Saints Row games where with how well the conversation may or may not sync up with how long the drive is and stuff like that. But in this case, I'm just randomly driving to whatever side quest I feel like and playing conversation in between. I'm like, oh, neat. Now, just to spite me, she's not going to be here. That's how this always goes, right? They're all shopping, but none of them are even picking up items. They should be at the community center today. They like to play in the big square there. Oh. Because the kids are you... Because the kids are your children, I'm locked out of your quests until I deal with finding your children. Are the flowers gone? Flowers gone. Oh, does the flower only spawn when it's raining? Oh, it taunts me so hard because it showed up during a cutscene, a chapter where I couldn't get out of my car.
Let's focus on the case at hand. The murders with the red seeds. Officially, the Bureau has not made a statement about these seeds. Some even claim that they are irrelevant to the killings. But after the red seeds were found in a Boston homicide, I've been unable to get them out of my head. I've even gone through all of the files looking for similar cases. And we found 7 other homicides related to the seeds. The victims were all young girls. And they were killed in 8 different states. They arrested all 7 murderers, but there was no connection between them. However, we must not overlook there was one thing linking the cases together, and that's the red seeds.
And I have a hunch this case here in Greenvale is going to lead us to the truth about those seeds. Don't you think so, Zach?
Well, let's just do what we can do and do our best. And by doing our best, I'm sure we'll get to where we need to go.
That conversation was a real bait and switch. They framed it like he was going to be like, let's just focus on the case at hand. Like he wasn't going to tell a story, and they told the whole story. It surprised me. Hey, George, you're here too? I haven't changed clothes since yesterday because it's a story mission, and I skipped over the whole... It made me skip over that part, basically. It's a tough job. Police and FBI work are really both tough jobs. Nice talking to you too, George. Anyway, I'm gonna go do the FBI work. You do your police work, which seems to be staring at your car. Bye! Yeah, surprisingly, now that I've done all the legwork, I don't have that much quest work to do between missions now. Pretty much just a quick little checkup with the characters once a day.
Agent York, I found Isaac and Isaiah. They're over there. Let's go.
Watch out for that dog. He'll steal your bones right out of your body.
Hello again, Isaac and Isaiah.
He's actually an SCP.
Teaching Willie to do tricks. What's your secret?
It's easy.
Really simple.
If he does it right, we give him a treat.
A cookie if he does it right.
I see. You're very clever. So, tell me, you two. Could you perhaps tell me your other special secret with Becky?
No, we can't. It won't be a secret if we tell.
I'm not telling. We promised Becky.
Now that's a problem. Because I also made a promise to Becky. A promise to catch the bad man who hurt her. But I can't keep my promise if I don't know what the secret is. Do you see?
She told us to give Diane a box. It wasn't that heavy.
We took it to the art gallery and gave it to Diane.
Is that all Becky gave you?
Just when we were leaving to take the box to Diane, Becky called us back. She handed us something. It was small and round. She told us to keep it safe in our pocket and give it to Diane.
And then you met Carol on your way?
Yep, I took the round thing out of my pocket and we looked at it.
And then she talked to us.
We told her that we were on an errand for Becky. She said she'd do it for us.
But we told her no, because Becky asked us, not her. We promised Becky to do it ourselves.
So Becky did entrust the locket to them. And now Carol has it. Right, Kaysen?
Huh?
You were in the room when Carol took the locket back from Diane. I saw you with Diane in the art gallery that day.
Well, yeah, I was there in the room, but I was only chatting with Diane. Oh, then Carol burst in, all angry looking. While Carol and Diane had their talk, I just sat there like a frog. Yeah, so Carol took the locket from Diane, but that has nothing to do with me, right?
Yes, I believe so. But from this instant, you are now a key witness in this case. I'm afraid you can't leave town until you hear from me.
What is that sound?
What? Can you do that? This is all starting to sound a little like Alice in Wonderland. Huh?
Isaac and Isaiah, thank you. I think I'll be able to keep my promise with Becky thanks to you two.
How is Becky?
Is she getting better?
She'll come and help out at our store again, won't she?
She'll come and play with us again, won't she?
Boys, about Becky.
That's right. Becky is almost totally better now. But I don't think she'll be able to come and see you. I was told by Becky to keep this a secret. But she's actually a goddess of the forest, just like Anna. I think she's gonna be in the forest with Anna for a while.
Cool. We'll keep this a secret then, too.
Wow, that's why Anna and Becky are such good friends.
Okay, Willie.
You're happy too, aren't you?
Zach, I hope Emily doesn't end up as a forest goddess too.
Is that supposed to be panting? That dog's making robot noises. You all witnessed this. I'm not crazy. That dog makes it makes robot noises. It's Rush from Mega Man.
Let's go over what we found out recently about the case.
First, Diane, the owner of the art gallery. She was out drinking with Nick Cormack in a bar on the night Anna died. Nick confirmed this, and so she has an alibi. But then we have what Nick's wife Olivia told us.
According to Olivia, Nick and Diane not only went to the bar, but also went somewhere else that night. Do you remember where that was, Zach?
That's right, the art gallery. Before entering the gallery, Diane looked back towards Olivia, almost as though she saw Olivia in the dark. Nick's behavior has also become more suspicious by the day. If Olivia is correct, then he is heavily involved in this case. But we have no conclusive evidence of that at the moment. The only thing we can say for sure is that Nick's whereabouts are unknown at the time of Becky's murder. He has no alibi for the crime, but that fact alone means nothing. So who was it that called Thomas to report trouble at Becky's place? That's right. It was Quint, Becky's boyfriend. He went to her house and saw the tragedy. Now, about Becky's murder. I'm embarrassed and mortified. Killer struck again while we were on the case. We found her bitten off tongue, a massive amount of red seeds that poured out with the blood, and an inverted peace symbol like the one seen at the site of Anna's murder. From the similarities, one can deduce that Anna's killer killed Becky.
We also found one other important piece of evidence in Becky's room. Can you remember what that was, Zach?
That's right. We found a sketchbook in Becky's room. She had apparently written a letter to her sister Diane. It revealed that Becky took a locket from Anna's body at the crime scene. She also admitted to borrowing a pair of Diane's stiletto heel shoes. So Miss Stiletto Heels was Becky.
There was something else at the end of the letter. It said that she handed the locket and stiletto heel shoes to someone. Do you remember who, Zach? That's right, Zach. And from what Isaac and Isaiah told us,
Carol offered to take the items to Diane, but the twins refused. They gave them to Diane themselves, as they had promised. For some reason, Carol wanted the locket. She ended up storming into the gallery to take it from Diane. And when Carol took the locket from Diane, Kaysen just happened to be there. Is Kaysen involved in this? Or was he just there by coincidence? I wonder what's so special about the locket, too. Why did Carol want it so badly? The questions are mounting. Come to think of it, Quint, the first witness, has no alibi for Becky's death. We checked the phone records, and his call definitely came from her house. Is it possible he attacked Becky and then called us from the scene?
but everyone is suspicious one way or another. What should we do next, Zach?
Okay, who's the most suspicious?
No, I don't think so, Zach. He's certainly suspicious, but there is someone else at the center of this. No, I don't think so, Zach. He's certainly suspicious, but there is someone else at the center of this.
That's right. Becky's sister and Carol's enemy, linked to both Nick and Kaysen, the elegant owner of the art gallery.
Zach, that's our next move. We'll start with Diane.
So, you want to find out everything there is to know about Diane?
That's right. There's just too many things that we don't know. First, we need more intel about the relationship between Nick and Diane.
How?
Nick and Diane meet every night at the bar. Let's use that. George, we'll need you to stake out the gallery.
What do you mean?
Emily, you take the diner. Wait for Nick and tail him to the bar, too. As with George, if he goes anywhere else, then you let me know.
Okay.
Thomas, you keep a watch on him inside the bar.
Yes, I will.
I'll be waiting in the parking lot of the bar. Once Nick and Diane are together, I will follow them wherever they go. What time do they usually show up, Thomas?
Around the same time. Usually between 22 and 2300.
Then at that time we do it, boys and girls.
Lost child. That was the whole chapter already, huh? One quick visit up there, and that's the end of the whole chapter. This is why I get jumpy about it, and I spend a bunch of time doing side quests. Because I gotta fit all those in before we transition to the next chapter and I lose access. Shit, I never got a chance to talk to their parents to do the part-time quest, because they were maintained by this. Side quests are hard. I get Diane being a suspect, but I just can't help but notice that Nick was straight up smuggling, like, red drugs. Makes him kind of a suspect. Sorry, not Nick. Quint. Quint, right? Yeah. But unfortunately, it's a side quest, and they don't seem to acknowledge side quests in the main quests, unlike Witcher 3 and stuff like that, which is amazing. I love when stuff like Witcher and Mass Effect acknowledge side quests in the main quest, and they change the story. But our discovery of the red drugs don't seem to
Zach, we
come
need
up.
to be at Carol's bar at 2200. Looks like we have some time to kill.
Yeah, we do.
We can go to the diner and see how Nick and Olivia are doing.
Oh, it's 22 o'clock of the same day. I thought it was the next day. Okay. Well, first of all, I need to save my game, because it's been a while. Maybe I can get that part-time... No, I can't do the part-time job work. It's already like 8 o'clock at night. Shit.